How's it going, folks? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to show you some dollar store deck lights, about $4 each, coming from the Dollarama. And man, I gotta say, it's amazing that we can afford this thing in this day and age. It's amazing how far technology has come. And the dollar store is a great example of how far we've come when it comes to the price of electronics. I mean, $4 for one of these. $4 frickin' bucks, you know, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Of course, you got to factor in the fact that all this stuff is made in China, and China subscribes to a little bit of slave labor over there. It's they don't pay their people very much. I hope they're okay over there, but man, unbelievably cheap electronics is what we get here in the West for living with that unfortunate situation over in China. I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe that'll buff out. Now, my wife already opened this up. It is possible she dropped it. I mean, you ever seen a Linus Tech Tips video? Linus always drops one thing, and I don't blame him. So, we got this pillar light right here. You all know what those are like. And over here, interestingly enough, we have just a bunch of little LEDs. You just put this out, charges a battery on the inside, and then, oh, let's see if we have any energy in here. Nope, no gas in there just yet. But you have to turn this thing on and off. There's no detector. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, let's check this unit out. See if I can see the way in. Okay, very nice. That makes sense. It's a twist on. We got 2 LED lights on there. Let me see if I can just open this up real quick and see what is on the inside. Single double A battery is what charges it. Oh, I was wrong. There's only one light on here. So then what oh, those are Phillips head screws. Oh my guys. And then it gives us one of those rechargeable batteries. It's interesting. The one I have out on the deck uses 2, and these things lasted us about 3 years. The ones that we had weren't dollar store version. Let me take it out and set it up. Okay, it looks like I was wrong. This thing does have some juice in it. I wonder why someone would like something like this. Would it make your garden look better? It just seems like such an odd contraption. Then again, I'm definitely not much of a gardener. So this mounts onto here. You put your peg in. I'd imagine you get about 1 season, maybe 2 with this. But there's only one way to find out, let's face it. So, it's a beautiful day outside. Wonderful day. Let's get these things hooked up. On the left is the new one. On the right is the old one. The new one has a bit of a shinier gloss, and it looks like it can get scratched a little more easily. I wonder how long it'll last. The one on the right has been around for quite some time. I have more of them, but the lids of them keep going missing because the children like messing with them. The lid stays on this one a lot easier than it stays on the old one. The only unfortunate part is the base is a little bit bigger than my posts, but that's okay. You know what? Let's take a look inside these things now. The dome units unclip, and then we get a very basic circuit board in there. It looks like, well, of course we have the on-off button. It looks like we have a light sensor in there to the left to let it know when it's time to turn on. Next up, I want to take apart this unit, see what's on the inside of it. Oh, it got really warm already just from being outside for a short period of time. This definitely seems to be the kind of thing you want to take in before things get too damp. I bet once I get into this, I'm not going to see a gasket or anything like that. Now, a gasket is something that you put around the edges to make sure nothing can get in and nothing can get out. Like, this is, like right here, the point where it comes apart, that's where water's going to get in, and you need a gasket to make sure it, no, there's no gasket at all in there. Very basic board. That'll probably be so 2 capacitors, and that'll be a ROM chip just to say when to turn on and turn off. and perhaps what each of those buttons do. But that is about all that we have here. And that's about all that it takes. But once again, it's amazing that we can get this technology, that I can purchase this technology for $4 out of a dollar store. That's just freaking amazing. I mean, there's so much tech that I get that it doesn't perform 100%, but just the fact the price is as low as it is, we are living in an interesting time where things are so cheap to get, so cheap and easy. Nobody even purchases libraries anymore, and a lot of the people who used to have libraries only had libraries so that they could say that they had those books. Like in Russia right now, it's still a big deal to have a lot of nice books, but nobody ever reads any of the books. The collectors don't read the books. They just want them there so you can see the spine, so you can act like you're a better person, they're a better person than you. When I went to the lawyers, they had books above desks and asked them point blank, do you ever actually use those books? And they say no, not for the most part. Every now and then we run into a time where we might need them, but yeah, we're at a day and age where hardware is so cheap that a lot of the time we don't even need it. Now, time to get this one hooked up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. I got my money's worth. I'm still amazed that we could get this stuff for this little amount of money. It's freaking awesome. The future is wonderful. I just hope we don't have to rely on slave labor or low-cost labor in the near future for this kind of technology. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. I'm Neff from Nest Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. It's always appreciated. And as always, folks, take care of each other. Don't want to hear about no racism or anything from all y'all. Have a good one, folks.